Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. As I sit here not so patiently waiting for my Chanel Spring Summer order to arrive, I figured this would be a great time to talk about some of the other new and upcoming luxury makeup releases. And I will be sharing my thoughts, and I'm also going to be sharing my current makeup wish list with you. Because if you weren't aware, I actually started this year on a makeup no-buy. The purpose of the no-buy was just to slow down my spending. I want to be really mindful and intentional about all of my purchases this year. And then one of my big makeup goals was to actually use up more products than I purchase. It's a pretty lofty goal for a beauty content creator, but I'm going to do my best. New Chanel is always the one exception to the no-buy rule, and I did place my order a couple days ago. It's set to arrive tomorrow, which is Thursday, but I wasn't able to get my hands on the blue eyeshadow palette. When the collection launched online, or when I realized it was available, that was the one piece that was listed as sold out. And this time it launched online before it rolled out to all of the beauty boutiques. Usually it's the other way around, so I have been very gently harassing my sales associate, asking her when it's going to arrive in store, and I'm hoping it will arrive this week. That way I'll be able to get my hands on everything, and I will share my full review as soon as it's available. If any of you were not able to get your hands on something online because maybe it was already listed as sold out, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Just send me a direct message. I'm happy to share my sales associate information with you because they can ship directly from the boutiques out to customers. I've only broken my no-buy for one other launch, and it was really more of a collector's piece. In fact, I didn't even really realize what I had done until earlier today. I sat down and I was thinking about it, and then I realized, no, you have purchased makeup. It's the new Pat McGrath Labs Marc Jacobs collaboration, which I thought looked so special. I got the email yesterday, and I placed an order for 2 of the lipsticks. It's a red lipstick. I definitely don't need any red lipsticks, and I don't think I'm actually going to use at least one of them. I'm too curious, so I'll probably use one of the lipsticks, but then the other one will just be a collector's piece. And I love this launch because it's for the 40th anniversary of Marc Jacobs, and he's collaborating with a few other brands and artists that are really close to the house. And something I didn't even realize until I saw a video on TikTok about it was that Pat McGrath Labs has done the makeup for all of the Marc Jacobs fashion shows, I think, except for one. And I know Pat McGrath Labs has collaborated with other fashion houses. She did a collab with Supreme a couple years ago. Those lipsticks sold out so quickly, and then they were showing up on eBay for, I think, triple the price. I swear I blacked out when I opened the email. I saw I could add to cart, so I just quickly purchased 2 before I even had time to question it. And we have more red lipsticks coming. If the Marc Jacobs Pat McGrath Labs collaboration doesn't move the needle for you, maybe this will. These are new lipsticks from Chanel. It's the Rouge Allure Velvet Nuit Blanche. Looks like this might be a limited edition collection. It's the white and black packaging, which I know I've seen a couple sneak peeks circulating the interwebs. These look really beautiful. Now, I am not a fan of matte lipsticks, you know this. The Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet lipsticks are pretty comfortable. My complaint with matte lipsticks is not necessarily the feel. They don't necessarily feel drying, but the problem is when you look at the lips after wearing them for a little bit, you can see every little crack, crevice, every little line on the lips. So it's more a visual thing. That, and I just love having moisture and hydration. I would say this is one of my favorite matte lipstick formulas. I'm just not a matte lipstick fan in general. Nothing's going to stop me from trying these though. The shade selection is leaning red, which we know to expect from Chanel. Chanel is known for a bold red lip. Anytime there's a new lipstick collection, there's always a lot of different shades of red. So it's to be expected. I just love the white and black packaging. This excites me. And I see some pinks and berries, some deeper dark brown, browny, purple type of shades in there as well. So hopefully we will get a nice selection. The picture that excited me the most is this coffret set. If you remember, I picked up the coffret set that was part of the 31 Le Rouge lipstick launch, but this one is all black with white accents instead of all white with the black accents. So I did text my SA. If I get any information, I will make sure I include it, either text on screen, the description box, I will share with you somehow. But if there is going to be a black coffret set, I have to have it. The collector in me is just squealing at the idea of this. I might search for this on eBay. Even if it doesn't launch in the US, I just feel like I need it. It looks so beautiful just to display, and I am a huge fan of the classic white and black. Dior is coming hard for my wallet. They have launched some incredible looking products, including these new bronzers, which are available now in Europe. This is the Dior Forever Natural Bronze Glow Powder. It's limited edition. The packaging is really beautiful, and then each of the shades of bronzer have a little stripe of blush in there, which I actually think is really beautiful over the summer. I don't think it's really going to impact the overall color that much. It's such a small slither on the top and the bottom of the logo. It would be really difficult for you to try to get your brush in there and focus just on the pink for a little blush and bronzer. It's still just a bronzer, which is probably the only reason why I may end up skipping this. I do think it's really beautiful. It's tempting me, but I was just using my Dior Natural Bronze bronzer earlier today, and when I picked that up, it was really special. It comes in the beautiful packaging. I am not even close to hitting pan on that bronzer from Dior, and I feel like this is probably very comparable. It's a comparable product. Even though the packaging and the logo and the embossing and the different colored powders is stunning, if I'm sticking to my low buy rule and my rule of finishing more products than I purchase, I would most likely have to skip this. Now, the liquid luminizers, this is definitely going on the wish list. We have the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer liquid illuminators and the Dior Forever Glow Star filter, which looks like the Dior version of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. Both of these are on my wish list. They're so tempting. And these are honestly the type of products that I wouldn't have batted an eye if I wasn't actively trying to not purchase as much makeup. I would definitely purchase these. These look like makeup staples. They look like products I would absolutely use on a regular basis. This is going to be good because Dior does complexion products really well, and I'll tell you which shade is on my wish list. I am most interested in this, let's see, is it going to tell me the shade? The Rosy Dior Forever Glow Maximizer, because this looks like it could be similar to the Pinkgasm blush from Charlotte Tilbury. In the photos, it sort of seems like a similar color. So I would pick this up as more of a liquid blush, more so than a liquid illuminator. And then I love the idea of the Dior Forever Glow Star filter as well. In this, I would most likely get shade 3. I'm pretty sure in Charlotte Tilbury I wear shade 3 as well, but this looks like a beautiful luminous primer, something to help grip makeup, to even out the complexion a little bit. It says it has 24-hour hydration, which is really amazing, and it can be worn alone, mixed in with makeup, worn beneath makeup. One of my favorite ways to use the Hollywood Flawless filter is to actually go in with shade 6.5. It's a really deep shade, and use that as a sheer luminous bronzer. I think it looks so natural on the skin. And it was on my list of products that I wanted to restock during the Sephora Spring Savings event. Even though these are $55 each, so it's more expensive, I'm almost tempted to pick up a deeper shade of the Dior. I'm still not sure because whatever I decide, I'm most likely only going to get one. I'm still waiting for the Guerlain Terractoa concealers to launch in the US, and it looks like they are also launching new blushes, and these are so pretty. This is the new Terracotta blush, 90% ingredients of natural origin. It comes in light pink, deep coral, deep nude, light nude, and deep pink. So not a huge shade range, but I think the shades they have are really nice. They have the light shades and then they have a darker version of the exact same thing. It looks like they're gonna work on all different skin tones. And this is more of a natural makeup look to begin with. So it's meant to give you just a hint of color, a soft, natural flush of blush. And they look really beautiful. Now these launches should be available at Sephora for the spring savings event. That way I can get my discount. I'm really excited about this. It's the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. This is definitely one of my most restocked products from Sephora. I can't go without it. I got my husband hooked on it. So now we go through it even faster. And they're coming out with a strawberry version. This is amazing for so many reasons. I think this might be the first time they've ever come out with a scented body scrub. It says new fresh strawberry scent. I hope this isn't limited because the original smells terrible. It's been my one complaint about this body scrub. You know, when you're in the shower, it's a very sensorial experience. So you're lathering up with your favorite body products and shower oils, your shampoo, conditioner, most everything I use in the shower smells incredible. So it's the one product that kind of stinks. But it comes in the squeezy tube. It works better than any other body scrub, so I never really minded. It didn't stop me or prevent me from continuing to purchase, but the fact that they're now coming out with something that might smell kind of decent, this really excites me. So definitely on my wish list, and I'll most likely stock up on a few because it's one of those products that I go through several tubes every single year. Another great summer product, this is the Supergoop Protection. It looks like they're dropping a skin tint. It's called the Protect Tint Daily SPF. I swear by my Supergoop glow screen and the body screen. Basically any Supergoop product, the Remist I currently have up on my counter, I use that all the time. So I don't know if I'm going to love this or if it will necessarily replace some of my other skin tints that also have SPF. But Supergoop does a daily SPF so well that I feel like I have to at least try this. Also on my wish list is the birthday cake flavor of the lip butter balm from Summer Fridays. It looks like it has a very light sheen to it. I'm almost done with the pink sugar. I think that's what it's called. I have the cherry, I have the mint. Do I have any other flavors? I think I have the vanilla, the nude tube. I have so many tubes of this lip butter balm, but I keep it in my purse and I swear I go through it because I'm almost done with the pink sugar. I don't feel guilty about picking this up. I'm gonna wait for the sale. I'm gonna wait for the no buy to end, but I am really excited about this. It looks so beautiful. There's something about the flavor, the feel. It's not sticky at all. It really does feel like a lip mask. But instead of being in a pot, the tube is just so convenient. It's really easy to just keep reapplying throughout the day and it feels so nice. And it looks beautiful, so I love these. We have to talk about this. Have you seen this new supersonic hair dryer from Dyson? It says it's 20% smaller and 30% lighter. That is probably going to be the biggest difference right there because I have a couple other Dyson dupes, we'll call them, similar looking hair dryers. And I do find myself grabbing those pretty regularly simply because they're much lighter. The Dyson is pretty heavy, so if this is 30% lighter, that is kind of cool. And the fact that it's maybe a little bit smaller, maybe it'll be sort of compact. It comes with 5 different attachments and a heat shield technology, so it's supposed to help prevent heat damage. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is this going to be the hot new item that everybody has to have, similar to the Air Wrap, which I found to be pretty disappointing? Are you going to rush out to purchase this, or are you going to kind of keep your ears and eyes open? I'm curious. I want to know what other people are saying about it, if it is that much better, that much different than the original Dyson, which also does help prevent heat damage. This surprised me. I kind of felt like, oh, that's odd. Why would they do that? We didn't need this. Now, this is a hair launch I can get behind. I am so excited to try this. You know I love the Color Wow Money Mask. It's one of the best hair masks. Well, they're launching a new Money Mist. It's a leave-in conditioner. It's supposed to be light, luxe, instantly detangles, won't build up or weigh down hair, adds hydration, strengthens, and it includes heat protection and UV protection, which is always nice. And if you don't want a heat style, you can spritz it in your hair and then just let your hair air dry, which is really nice. On the one day a week I've been letting my hair air dry, it's usually really frizzy and fluffy, and I've been trying to figure out what products I can use that don't look crunchy, that don't feel really heavy and gross. So maybe this is what I'm looking for because it's a mist and it's going to be lighter weight. I can't wait for this. I love that Color Wow Money Mask so much. I've gone through so many tubs of that. Again, one of my most restocked products from Sephora. I will scream it from the mountaintops. They have never paid me a dime. I've never been sponsored by them. I just sincerely love the product, and I feel 100% confident that anybody who goes out and spends their own money on it and tries it will love it. It's one of those few hair products that you'll notice a difference the first time you use it. And finally, there are 2 foundations that I'm really excited to try. The first one is from Guerlain. I believe this is available now on their website. It's the new Perreur Gold Skin Matte Foundation. So they've had the Perreur Golds, but this is a new matte formula. It says no transfer, high perfection foundation, 24-hour care and wear. I really loved the Guerlain L'Essential Matte. High Perfection. It was the matte version of the L'Essential foundation. I believe I ordered my bottle from Selfridges. It never officially launched in the US. And I didn't restock it, even though it was one of my favorites at the time, because I just kind of felt like, what's the point? I'm hoping this is going to be sort of similar. It says high perfection, so that tells me it's going to completely even out your skin tone. Not necessarily full coverage or heavy, but very perfecting. The fact that it has care, so it has skincare ingredients, I think is a really good sign. A hint of pure 24 karat gold, of course, the opulence, the luxury, and peony extracts. It's long wearing, infallible hold, velvety feel, and it has 85% rejuvenating skincare based ingredients. So everything about this sounds perfect. I just need to get it on my skin and try it for myself. So when I place this order, it's $93, so it's pricey. I will most likely try to pick up a few samples of their new fragrances as well, but I just have to try this for myself. And then we have a new Sisley foundation. This looks exciting as well. It's $125. These are both skincare luxury formulas, so they're going to be very pricey. The Photo Tint Perfection has high coverage, mattifying foundation, so kind of comparable. Powered by the Ideal Skin Complex, so it definitely has skincare. It's meant to hydrate the skin immediately, smooth skin texture, illuminate the complexion. It has a naturally radiant matte finish. So again, this isn't going to be a harsh matte finish. It's meant to be sort of velvety, basically. Ultra long lasting, transfer proof. It visibly blurs imperfections. So this sounds very similar to the Guerlain. They're sort of going head to head. And I think there is a place in the market. There was almost a gap for a formula like this to come in. I can't wait. I am planning to purchase both of these foundations once the no-buy ends. I almost forgot, there are a couple fragrances that are coming soon that I'm really excited about. There's a new launch from Juliet Has a Gun. It's named Juliet. It comes in a dark red bottle. Just listen to the notes. Dark cherry, jasmine sambac absolute, and tonka bean. So tonka bean is that note that triggers that mouth-watering sensation. It's just a physical reaction. I love cherry. Jasmine Sambac Absolute, this sounds really nice. It's described as a warm floral. It's seductive dark cherry blended with woody modern notes of pink pepper, cashmerean at its heart. Beautiful jasmine absolute and a very sensual fragrance trail. A fruity floral for powerful women. I cannot wait for this. I know cherry has had a moment for a while. Maybe we thought we were leaving cherry behind in 2023. It seems like that's not the case. I can't wait. Early March, this fragrance is launching, and you better believe I will be doing a review of this fragrance. And then we also have a new oudgasm from Kayali launching soon. It's called Smoky Oud. Smoky Oud 07. Doesn't sound like my style of fragrance. This sounds like it's going to be more masculine, but the notes include rum, saffron, cistus, geranium, jasmine, patchouli, cedarwood, guaiac wood, vanilla, white musk, and oud. Something I really like about Kayali is that their more unisex fragrances, they're very middle of the road, and a lot of their fragrances are great for layering as well. So even though I'm not thinking this is going to be my next signature scent, I'm still excited about this. After reading the notes, I was excited. The name, I can kind of do without something smoky and oudy, but the vanilla, the white musk, the rum, the saffron, I don't know. I'm sort of curious. I feel like this could be something that I layer with something else. And that's basically it as far as new notable launches. Of course, there are always so many new launches that are being thrown at us at all times. That's really what stood out to me, the brands and the products that I would purchase, but I haven't. But I just pulled out my 2024 makeup wish list. Now, if you are also on a no-buy, low-buy journey, I highly recommend starting a little note in your phone. Start a wish list. Anytime a product catches your eye, just add it to your wish list. press pause. That way you don't accidentally impulse purchase something that ends up sitting in the drawer. And then wait a few months. If you're still interested, then go ahead and purchase. There are a couple things on this list actually that I can remove. The Prada foundation, I'm still excited to try. That is definitely staying on the wish list. Prada eyeshadow palette, I'm tempted, what can I say? I like Prada as a brand. I think they're a very cool, chic, minimalistic brand, and I really love the lipstick and the lip balm that I tried from Prada were impeccable. So it piqued my interest even more. So I'm excited to try those. The Hourglass lip liners, they were ended up sending them to me complimentary, which is so kind. I can go ahead and remove those, and I do love them. The Gucci lip gloss in shade Bertha Pink. See, I'm not really that excited anymore. I've seen them swatched. They look really sheer. I think it's a beautiful packaging. I'm sure it looks beautiful on the lips. For the price, for the amount of pigment and payoff, when I consider my overall collection and what I already own and use, I feel like this is skippable. The Armani liquid bronzer, this is something that launched last year and I have never tried it. I actually tried their liquid bronzers years ago when I worked at Nordstrom, and I remember always thinking it was such a cool product because it was very unique. I think Armani was one of the only brands that had a liquid bronzer, but it wasn't very popular. I was excited to see they relaunched them. Haven't heard anybody talking about them in a while, so hopefully it's still available, but I want to purchase an Armani liquid bronzer. The Hollywood Flawless Filter 6.5 may stay on the wish list. I may end up swapping that out for the Dior liquid highlighter. The Guerlain foundation, Sisley foundation, everything else we talked about. So I have a really nice ongoing wish list. I'm going to continue to edit this. And again, my first no-buy is going through the start of the Sephora Spring Savings event. I know it's still only February, but I am proud of myself that I've slowed down on the spending and I've been doing a pretty good job being really mindful about all of my purchases. But that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked hearing my thoughts. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. I always love gauging your interest in hearing your thoughts and opinions. So if there's anything that you're really excited about that stood out to you, or if there's anything that you hate and you are definitely skipping, doesn't matter. Leave me a comment. We'll keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.